Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
So we were chatting about like in present time, we're like adoptees that have done all this work up until this point, and what is the thing that we're heading towards now? And so I was thinking about like the image of a kid at the beach, like running, and their hair is like maybe a kid with longer hair is like the hair is flowing in the wind. And I feel like I'm just running towards that place where I can embrace like authenticity and using my authenticity to help bring out other people's authenticity. And it's really through like love and peace and the practice of sort of shedding all these other layers of ourselves to experience it in the world. And it's like when I get to meet people that it's like I found the little oil lamp in me that has the switch, and to turn that dial and increase the length of the wick to make it brighter. And I want to find that with other people and help them find their like switch to turn it
Mm,
up.
mm. Well, you do radiate, so I see your big wick.
Not to be confused with John Wick. It's a different kind of.
We'll get you a t-shirt that says I have a big wick. You know,
Oh.
the coach I like, Joe Hudson, was doing this thing where he was showing people, in 2 or 3 sentences. I forget what he asked them to say, but something like introduce yourself, but introduce yourself from your head in 2 or 3 sentences. And then introduce yourself from your heart, and then introduce
Mm,
yourself from your guts. And I feel like in my life, I've been introducing myself from my head, but now I want to introduce myself from my heart. And I guess for me, at this point, the heart and the guts are very similar. Like one hand, I would like to be one hand on my heart and one hand on my guts and to introduce myself. And actually, what that means is that I don't really have much to say. I just want to listen.
mm,
And so I want to spend, like, what I'm going towards, it's less concern about me and the stories of me and my life, and more about, like, is my system open to you and to the world so that I can see you and experience you.
mm. So beautiful to like think about
Hmm.
how, because I mean I think in some ways I was right there with you in the head,
Hmm.
and like that. And we were talking about adoptees and like the process of coming out of the fog, and that what that means. And yeah, so much of it is head, like the cover of the head and the onion skin layers of the head and the
Yeah,
story.
when your sense of identity is shaky, like the head gets desperate, who am I? Do you see me? Do you like me? And then it just becomes,
Yeah, it's like there's no solid ground for the head to stand on.
no, and it's gonna die. And then you're just a gravestone.
Yeah, but I mean, I think too, like in the world, and even like what the work Joe Hudson's doing is how many other people are like just dying to live from their heart as well.
Yeah, because when you do die, if you live from your heart, then you've touched people in a way, then you don't die, right? Because all these people are keeping you in their hearts.
Hmm. Okay, I feel like we just did our whole thing right there.
Yeah, amen. A
and
woman.
and a woman.
Yeah.
Okay, well we can
Namaste.
still what?
Namaste.
Yeah. We could just meditate still and do it anyway.
Mhm.
Oh, well, but I just feel like the profoundness of that. It's like so good to feel.
Mm,
So we'll start there. Just put your hand
mm,
on your heart and Let's just breathe and connect with those hearts, whatever we're feeling in the hearts. And just allow yourself to expand that heart as your lungs are expanding. And the breath is extending. And we'll just take a moment and recognize ourselves in the center of our heads. And this is the self that's connected with the heart. The self that's always on the inside looking out. That neutral self. Just from this place of connecting with your heart and the self on the inside, just imagine you're growing your grounding cord. It's like, oh, there it is, a tree trunk you're seated upon comfortably, and it grows its roots all the way down to the center of the planet, rooting in, and there's space to release and let go. It's like all the bowling balls you've been carrying around can just whoop, go down the grounding cord. And up above your head, you can say hello to your golden sun, that big, beautiful, bright light of sunshine that you can pour on yourself into yourself is coming back to you like a magnet. All the energy you put out into the world, just say hello, and it comes back to you in an instant without any effort. And you can include in that your strength for the day, your recognition for yourself. And when you're ready, just allow that warm sunlight to pour on in through the top of your head and let it fill up your whole physical body, all the way down to your ankles and toes and legs and knees and thighs and back and front and arms and elbows and fingertips, your neck and your head, and overflowing. And just say hello to a bubble around you with a little extra space for you to fully express yourself. And just breathe for a couple more breaths. We just begin to find our bodies. Hello, body. Thank you, body, for being here and now in this space, meditating and grounding. And hello to the room, and hello to the computer or the phone.
Mm, that was nice. Thank you.
Mhm.
I'll remember. Set the timer for 6 minutes. Actually, I'm grateful for the. Actually, maybe I shouldn't show that, but I'm grateful for my daughter's picture on my screensaver because, um, oh my gosh, this will make me cry. I can't believe that the universe gave me her.
I've been looking at a lot of old pictures since I'm here in California right now, and seeing myself as a younger self in those pictures. And I'm grateful that there's a record of it, that
Mm.
like all my expressions, my like childhood expressions were captured. And there's some really weird ones. And then also some ones that like evoke what you're feeling. That I or
Mhm.
my interpretation of what you're feeling is just that like, how can you put all the gratitude and the love and the kind of connection into one feeling? feel like pictures can sometimes capture that. So I'm grateful
Mhm.
for pictures.
Mm. Mm. Yeah, that makes all the energy go like this because I think about that feeling when you're looking at pictures and it just keeps unfolding, like nostalgia or yeah. I'm grateful for tears because what if all that emotion happened and then it couldn't come out as water? Do you know? It's like I'm grateful for the fullness of my body. And I think that can also be a confusing part of feeling gratitude is the tears, because then it's like, oh, but I look sad or but to fully just allow it to happen. I'm grateful for that whole process.
Mm. Yeah, I think about a before and after, which is like what we were talking about earlier, that there's like a state of being before that I feel in my body, and then a state of being after that I feel in my body. And I'm grateful for like all of those. Now those memories are in my head, but um, to know that I felt like so much tension and like scrunchiness in my body, and that to in my body now have that change and feel open, like I'm grateful for that because it's there's ease. I feel ease.
Mm, mm,
And especially my jaw was one of those places, and it's like, oh,
mm,
it's not like so.
mm, mm, mm. It's funny when I go into what I feel is true gratitude, I'm not in the place of language, so that I have to
Mm,
shift gears. It's like I go into my right brain and I experience images and feelings, and then I have to change the crank and get over to language. Do you know what I mean? It's like pulling on your pants before you go to the party or something. So, and it's second best. It's not as good as the feeling. Do you know what I mean? Like, okay, I will put it into language. It's like
but
putting
you're
on,
such a good wordsmith.
yeah, it's because I'm desperate. I gotta try to name this. Uh, I'm grateful for the concept of starting over. Like, okay, I've gone as far as I can with this one thing, but that doesn't mean it's over. I get to start over.
Is there any experience in your body you want to share about?
What?
Any experience in the body about that?
Yeah, a lightness. It's like, I think, when I was just talking to you, if you can't fail, if you're not afraid of failure, you're always just starting over. So I can say
Mm,
something and it's not quite right, but I'll just take a beat and then start over. And that makes me feel expansive and fun, right? Like, okay, all of this is just a game.
mm.
That's more fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're in the Matrix game together.
Yeah, we're in the Matrix game together. Yeah. Bring snacks. because I'm always hungry.
Oh, bring the dogs too.
Yeah, and the dogs. Yeah,
Oh, that was nice, Anne. Thank you
yeah,
so
that was
much.
nice.
Yeah. That the like starting over to,
Mm,
and I think before for me, I'm just gonna say is like the sort of scrunchiness I felt in my body was because I didn't give myself permission to start over with ease. And
mm,
I've started over so many different times in different ways. And um it's nice to be able to like be that child like running in the breeze into the
mm,
starting over.
I love that. Over and over and over.
Mhm. Here
It's
we
the
go.
opposite of one and done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go talk to Joyce McGuire Pavo, who I
Oh yeah.
grateful
Give
for.
her all the love.
Yeah. Woo, Joyce.
Woo!